Hi there, Mouseketeers. Welcome to the Disneyland Beat, where our toes tap to a Disneyland drum.
And we always whistle while we work.
The Matterhorn Bobsleds are opening up again July 2nd, according to the park schedule.
But what's been going on with Waltz Mountain, and why was it closed for so long after such a long closure? Are they going to be able to fix this thing?
Today, we talk about the state of construction at Disneyland's Matterhorn Mountain.
Come on into the parks with us.
Like, subscribe, and stick around.
Disneyland is your land.
Come seek an adventure into your pirates, eh?
Make the jump to light speed.
Hi, I'm TC.
And I'm Amy with the Disneyland Beat.
The Matterhorn Bobsleds is not an original 1955 attraction at Disneyland, but it is so important to the park's experience and identity that it may as well be. The mountain, with its snow-capped peaks rising far above Fantasyland and Tomorrowland, is firmly fixed in the hearts and minds of Disneyland fans.
Even fans who don't like the coaster love the mountain and what it adds to the park. The mountain, added in 1959, and its construction are the stuff of classic Disneyland, though sometimes it can be hard to tell where the real story ends and the mythology begins. Myth, man, and magic. It's all a delightful story and attraction.
So that's all great, but we just have one problem. The mountain is falling apart.
Disneyland's original roller coaster is one of the oldest attractions in the park and does boast the specific title of being the first tubular steel roller coaster ever built, which adds to the prestige and glory of the attraction.
But the bobsled roller coaster is one of the most architecturally challenging to maintain as well. The mountain has needed significant repairs over the years to keep its structural integrity. Originally, the inside of the mountain was almost entirely open with exposed beams, and a gondola ride, the Skyway, went right through it.
And much of that has been covered as the mountain inside was themed and decorated, so it's much more difficult to access. That, of course, is a story we've heard over and over again. They said this about the Haunted Mansion. Yes, we could fix the crack in the glass, but we'd have to remove the roof to do it.
Expedition Everest had to stop moving its lead animatronic, the Yeti, due to structural damage it was creating. It's an unexpected and unforeseen set of issues, former Imagineer Joe Rohde, who designed Animal Kingdom, tweeted in 2020. Very complex, with no easy or timely solutions as of yet. The only solution was Disco Yeti.
What is it with these mountain coaster attractions with mythical snow creatures? They always seem to crack their mountain steel. It sure adds to the mystery of it all.
The Matterhorn has been refurbished over the years. The iconic abominable snowman wasn't actually added until 1978, with major interior decoration happening. Again, in 1994, when the Skyway was removed, the mountain saw the enclosure of the Glacier Grotto. Other major repairs and upgrades have happened to the Matterhorn several other times, including a 6-month refurbishment in 2012 and extensive work done to the queue in 2016.
Inside reports suggest the Matterhorn is slowly decaying from the inside. The mountain is made of a steel beam structure that has screening and sprayed cement, but there's also a decent amount of wood support and flooring as well.
Now, of course, there are older roller coasters that are still operating. The oldest wooden roller coaster, Leap the Dips, in Lakemont Park has been operating since 1902, and the oldest steel coaster, the Montaña Susa, has been in operation in Spain since 1928. Even the Rutsche-Bahn, which the Matterhorn was undoubtedly inspired by, has been running much longer.
So it is, of course, possible for the Matterhorn to be repaired and continue operation in relative perpetuity. And it is a historical coaster, and we hope that's what happens. But the Matterhorn does face some challenges to making that happen. For one, Disney cannot simply just tear the whole thing down and rebuild it.
Now, there's a lot going on inside the Matterhorn. There's multiple floors with the roller coaster, there's an elevator, there's complete track access and an evacuation system.
The attraction also has a lot of plumbing and piping inside of it. There's a ton of water to deal with 2 waterfalls and the catch pools at the bottom of the mountain to maintain.
Not to mention various access points to the outside of the mountain where Mickey and the climbers could stand at times, including the very top where Tinkerbell or whoever would get attached to a wire to fly out across the castle.
If they try to start over with a new mountain, they're going to face all kinds of regulations that will require changes that would likely increase the size of the ride. Modern accessibility requirements, escape and exit platforms, how close scenery can be to the cars, and other OSHA requirements might make it impossible for the mountain to be rebuilt in its current location.
Now, they would have to completely redesign it for it to get permitted in Anaheim as a new structure today. Pretty radical changes, we would think. You can't just build it today like they did in 1959. The expansion could be so large and the footprint might have to get so big, it might need space from current attractions in Tomorrowland like Buzz Lightyear and the submarine voyage in Autopia, and even it might get so big it would have to go all the way to Alice in Wonderland or the Mad Tea Party. It'd have to be big.
And that just would not do. No, sir, not at all. Not in my Disneyland.
So what can they do?
Well, if they refurbish it bit by bit, a chunk at a time, a small piece at a time, then it doesn't really appear to be a rebuild. It's kind of tricky, but they can use it to their advantage. They can fix the original structure a piece at a time, improve the safety of the ride, and still have it pass inspection every time, but not need to get it re-permitted. Kind of genius, really.
And another perk of this method is that they're going to be able to keep the ride open in between repairs, and I like that. Since Disneyland reopened in April, the Matterhorn has been closed for refurbishment, undergoing what is believed to be significant repair to the infrastructure of the mountain. We really have no idea how long during the pandemic the ride was getting worked on, but it has been for some months prior to the reopening at least.
In addition to strengthening the structural integrity of the ride, Imagineers are also believed to be replacing some track ties. Quite a few fans have expressed a desire to see the coaster entirely retracked, and for good reason. There's no denying it's a bumpy ride.
Big Thunder was closed for 14 months between 2013 and 2014 when the park replaced the entire ride track to create a smoother ride. The coaster is now safer and less turbulent, and we think the Matterhorn would really benefit from similar modern technology, which brings computer-aided precise track construction into the process.
Well, whatever they're doing, they're apparently wrapping up the work for a while. Disneyland recently announced that they'll be reopening the Magnificent Mountain on July 2nd. We hope it's with both tracks running. We can't wait. Lines are long at the park right now, and attraction demand is high with no shows to watch, so having the mountain open again will be fantastic.
But we do think that that's Disney's solution to rebuild the Matterhorn, but to do it bit by bit and over a lot of time. So we expect it to see go down for repair again and again, whenever the next off-season might be, and it will probably take years to complete the repairs. But as long as the coaster is still there, it's okay with me.
So what do you think, Mouseketeers? Is this the way to go to save the ride? Should it be saved? Let us know what you think in the comments.
That's it for us today.
Auf Wiedersehen!
See you real soon.